A delegation sent to Washington by South Korea's President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol has suggested to officials there that a meeting be held this year of the allies' top diplomats and defense chiefs. They also discussed holding a South Korea-U.S. summit at an early date. Yoon Jung-min reports.
President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol's delegation to the U.S. suggested to Washington a joint meeting involving the two countries' top diplomats and defense chiefs to discuss security issues following North Korea's recent inter-continental ballistic missile test. At a press conference in Washington on Thursday, the head of the delegation, Park Jin, said they have suggested a so-called 2+2 meeting within this year, adding it's desirable to hold a meeting every year if possible. The delegation also exchanged views with Washington on the need to hold a South Korea-U.S. summit at an early date to bolster the bilateral alliance and address Korean Peninsula affairs. Park added the U.S. side also sees eye to eye on the idea of holding the summit when U.S. President Joe Biden visits Asia. The date and details will be sorted out through diplomatic channels. On the Quad issue, Park said the new government will look for ways to cooperate with the alliance of the U.S., Japan, India, and Australia, including through a working group. Areas for cooperation could include new technologies and fighting COVID-19. They also relayed hopes that South Korea takes part in the U.S. Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, Washington's economic strategy for the region. He also commented on the remarks made on Thursday by the nominee for U.S. Ambassador to Seoul, Philip Goldberg, on CVID, meaning complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization. Park said Goldberg's comments that CVID fits Washington's non-proliferation goal does not mean that the U.S. has suddenly turned hawkish, but rather Washington is returning to the basic principle on North Korea's nuclear issue. Yoon Jung-min, Arirang News.